Ever wondered what goes into making that sleek piece of technology in your pocket? The one that's your camera, your entertainment hub, and practically an extension of you. This is really how the iPhone is made, from raw materials to one of the most advanced devices in the world. And today, we're peeling back the layers to uncover the incredible blend of people, machines, and high-tech precision that powers the iPhone's journey from the factory floor to your hands. Every iPhone begins as a series of raw materials: aluminum, glass, silicon, and those all-important, rare earth metals. But don't let the raw materials fool you. This isn't just a simple assembly line. Each piece has to be meticulously crafted to Apple's uncompromising standards. It's here that Apple's facilities start working their magic. Apple's main assembly partner, Foxconn, handles the heavy lifting with the help of one of the most advanced manufacturing infrastructures in the world. And it's not just any assembly process. The assembly floor is decked out with custom-made machines, some of which you won't find anywhere else. Apple's investment in proprietary robotics gives it an edge that many phone makers just can't match. Want to know what's even more interesting? Apple is committed to using recycled materials whenever possible. They've set ambitious goals, aiming to make each iPhone with 100% recycled aluminum casings, reducing its impact on the environment. This sustainable approach is part of Apple's long-term vision of a carbon-neutral supply chain by 2030. Apple's team has developed a unique robot called Daisy, specifically designed to take apart old iPhones and recover valuable materials. Daisy can disassemble 200 iPhones an hour, helping Apple keep millions of pounds of electronic waste out of landfills each year. It's just one more way Apple is pushing the boundaries of what it means to be sustainable in the tech industry. So, what kind of machines are we talking about? Imagine robotic arms that are precise to the micron, making sure every single component fits together like a puzzle. Apple works with specialized suppliers to build these custom machines. For instance, there's the laser cutting machine that carves out spaces for the phone's cameras with precision unmatched by traditional machinery. And then there's the ultrasonic welding machine, which bonds materials without using any external adhesive, resulting in that smooth, seamless feel Apple is known for. This machinery isn't off the shelf. In fact, Apple's team customizes almost every piece to make sure it aligns perfectly with their stringent quality control standards. Moving on, let's delve deeper into the brains behind the beauty. Apple's custom silicon chips, like the A-series Bionic chips. Unlike many smartphone companies, Apple designs its own chips, giving them complete control over performance. These chips, fabricated in ultra-clean facilities that require special suits to keep out contaminants, are some of the fastest, most efficient chips available. Apple's custom silicon is crafted with unmatched precision, and its incredible power is the secret behind the iPhone's blazing speed, stunning graphics, and advanced AI capabilities. And to top it off, Apple's latest A-series chips use a 2-nanometer processor, meaning the transistors are so tiny that billions of them fit on a single chip. This allows for more speed and efficiency while keeping the phone's power consumption low. Apart from this, Apple has added multiple health and safety features that go beyond the usual tech specs. Emergency SOS allows users to quickly contact emergency services by pressing and holding the power button. There's also a medical ID feature that provides first responders with crucial medical information in case of an emergency. Apple's recent iPhones even have built-in sensors to detect falls and severe car crashes, triggering alerts to emergency contacts or first responders if needed. But that's not it. Let's dive into yet another amazing part in the production process. Ever noticed how clean your iPhone stays, even with daily use? Well, that's because Apple applies a specialized anti-fingerprint coating to each iPhone screen, which repels oils from fingers to keep the display clearer longer. This coating is applied in a controlled environment to ensure even distribution, helping prevent smudges and fingerprints from accumulating and making it easier to clean. Now, it's easy to focus on the robots, but there's also a team of dedicated engineers, supervisors and line workers ensuring everything runs like clockwork. Apple's production facilities prioritize worker well-being, offering benefits like housing facilities, meal plans, and performance-based incentives. They believe that a well-supported workforce leads to better quality products. Apple's managerial style is known to be both innovative and supportive, valuing collaboration over hierarchy. With each employee encouraged to contribute ideas, Apple's workforce plays a key role in continuous improvement. And obviously, we can't talk about the iPhone 17 Pro without mentioning the brains behind the operation. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, isn't just the guy running the show. He's deeply involved in Apple's supply chain and production process. Cook is known for his mastery in logistics, ensuring that all the moving parts come together seamlessly. It's his attention to detail that has streamlined Apple's entire production ecosystem. Under his leadership, the company has transformed how it designs, produces, and ships millions of iPhones every year. But Tim Cook isn't doing this alone. He's got a team of visionaries behind him. Let's talk about Jony Ive, Apple's legendary designer, who helped shape the overall aesthetic of iPhones for years. While he's no longer at Apple, his influence is still felt, especially in the sleek design of the iPhone 17 Pro. Then there's Jeff Williams, Apple's chief operating officer, who oversees the entire supply chain and production process. He's the guy making sure everything runs like a well-oiled machine. Then there's Kate Bergeron, Apple's vice president of hardware engineering, who oversees the design of the internal architecture of these devices. She's like the wizard behind the curtain, making sure every chip, wire, and circuit inside the iPhone is perfectly placed. And let's not forget about John Ternus, Apple's senior vice president of hardware engineering, who leads the team responsible for putting together all of these ideas into a working device. He makes sure that all the innovations actually function flawlessly in real life, not just on paper. Now, before any iPhone makes its way to you, it goes through some serious testing. Apple uses augmented reality and virtual reality to inspect components during assembly. By overlaying 3D models with live visuals, they can detect even the slightest alignment issues, making sure each device meets Apple's sky-high standards. In addition to the drop and thermal tests, Apple performs rigorous waterproofing checks by submerging each device to ensure it meets IP68 standards. There's also the battery stress test that simulates real-world use, ensuring that each iPhone can handle high power demands without compromising battery health. Next, let's move on to something you probably wouldn't expect: the sound testing. Apple has custom-built soundproof chambers dedicated to testing the acoustic quality of each iPhone model. Here, they test the clarity and volume of everything from the ringtones to the speakers and microphone. Engineers meticulously calibrate the sound profile so that users get crystal clear audio, whether they're listening to music or taking a call in a crowded place. This level of testing is part of why Apple's quality control is often seen as the gold standard in the industry. Once an iPhone passes all these tests, it's packaged and prepared for a global journey. Apple has fine-tuned its logistics operations to get devices into the hands of customers as quickly and efficiently as possible. Using predictive algorithms, Apple's logistics team anticipates demand spikes, ensuring that enough stock is always available, especially for big releases. Apple's packaging is also an experience in itself. They've perfected the unboxing process, making sure every detail from the box's finish to the way the phone is displayed adds to the excitement of getting a new iPhone. So that's the inside story of how your iPhone goes from raw materials to a sleek device that powers your life. From high-tech materials like liquid metal to cutting-edge robots, custom built for microscopic precision. Every step of the process has been perfected. We've seen how Apple's exacting standards in glass strengthening, laser-drilled water resistance, and even specialized sound testing chambers all come together to create a device like no other. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Apple's production magic, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more behind-the-scenes tech breakdowns and drop us a comment about what surprised you most. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the tech that shapes our world.